Welcome, fellow survivors. I am going to introduce you guys to a new, exciting game called Rust. What is Rust? Rust is a first-person survival adventure game that takes place in an end-of-the-world doomsday environment. With limited resources, your goal is to make camp and stake your ground, outsmart, outlast, and outperform other competing survivors. You will need to build shelter quickly, upgrade your armor, make weapons, and fortify your camp if you want to last any amount of time. If you are new to this Rust game, just sit back and watch this comprehensive tutorial. This will save you a ton of time and Google searches. Alright, I've climbed up this mountain, not all the way, but partial. As you can see, this right here is your road that encircles all the way around the camp. As you can see, there's a little development there. There's little base camps that are randomly placed in there inside of the circle, and this is where you find supplies and other things. Now I'm going to finish climbing up to the top here so we can get a better look. Over here, dead zone. I've walked over there, just really absolutely nothing. Climb up on that mountain. I don't know about that one there. Haven't been that far, but to walk that far is just, I don't know. It'd take an hour or so to even get there. It took me quite a while just to climb up on this ridge. I come up the least steep side just to get up here. But we're gonna keep walking up to the top up here to give everyone a better look at the actual map. Once we've covered the map and some of the layout, then we're going to get into controls and other features, some of the more simplistic basics of the game. When you're climbing these things, you don't want to, you'll stop climbing because it's just too straight up. You'll just turn to the side a little bit and you can make it right on up. So it's pretty easy to navigate through the rocks. They do look intimidating. You do not take fall damage on this game as of right now. You can see which version that I'm running up there in the top right. I'm on alpha in 19th December 2013. So newer builds may have different things other than what this tutorial covers. But this right here is going to give you a real good look at what this game has to offer. And right now I want to show you guys just how big this map is. So we're going to go over here and look to this side. As you can see, this thing is huge. And I'm also going to throw up a little picture map here, and you'll be able to see it, of what the whole thing looks like. But you can see right there's, this is where you play. This is just still yet to be developed. There's a lot left to put in here. Then this is the other side over here, and then we're going to walk over here to this side. Okay, I'm back now. Trying to cut out a little bit of the walking so that I don't eat up a lot of time here, but I do want to show you guys just how large this map is. I know that's redundancy, I've said it over and over, but if you've not played this game and you've not taken the time to run around this map, I was taken back by how large it was. It looks so easy to get to one place very quickly whenever you're walking, but it just 30, 40, 50 minutes later and you're still trying to get to that same place. Alright, so I'm climbing up here on this peak, and this is the other side. We just came from over there and we've walked this ridge all the way up to here. Now I'm going to climb up, show this side, then we're going to go down and get into the tutorial. And this is a night and day game. I don't know how much you guys know about it. Right here's the other side right here. And I've not really been over in that area. This is the coast. You can follow along. water, don't fall in it, you do die. That it will kill you. The days are pretty long. I haven't timed how long the days are. The sun's pretty bright. It's getting ready to go down, so I'm going to have to get back, and then I'll start back with the tutorial here a little bit later. But I'm going to show you jumping down the mountain here in just a second. We're going to run, and like I said, no fall damage, so you get to just jump right on out. So we're going to run and do a little bit of, see how far we can, and as you can see, you can just jump. A lot easier to get down than up. But we're heading right over there. Alright, I'm back down this mountain. We're going to walk around this road right here and take a look at scavenging. We're going to look at everything that we can get quick and fast, because that's going to make this game a lot easier on you. Crafting takes time and resources, and if you can take it from somebody or something, it's going to make it a lot easier. So, number one, zombies. Zombies are always dropping some good stuff. Definitely going to have a weapon of some sort. Whoops. If I can shoot. Alright. So there we go. We search this right here and find, oh look, metal doorway. Now, I cannot create this metal doorway right now. I'm going to just take just a second just to explain something that may catch a lot of you guys off guard. So let me do this crafting right here. You see, metal doorway. You'll come down here and you only have wood as part of your parts. Doors are up here in the top under survival, so you'll have a metal door and a wood door, but you don't have any metal. In order to craft any of these things, you have to research it. So we're looking for research kits. Research kits and blueprints, like right there's a blueprint, are extremely vital in this game, because this makes it so that you have a larger list of craftable items. So a lot of searching is going to go on. So let's just go up here. We're going to have to go to zones that have radiation, a lot of danger, so you're definitely going to want a med kit of some sort. So let me just get in there and put this med kit somewhere where I can grab it real quick. Let's get this down. You got two different types of zombies on the game right now. You've got basically a black zombie. Takes a lot of body shots, so just hit it in the head. This is embarrassing. I can't even shoot. Reload R if I have any. I'm gonna have to go back and get some more ammo. Let me switch out here. Reload that. See, one shot. Alright, I'm just making a tutorial, guys. Didn't say I was a good shooter. Anyway, there's black powder. Black powder you can use to make bombs. Also your ammo, of course. Now, scavenging, you're going to have to go around and find these little crates right here. And as you look, you can go in and grab free ammo. And all kinds of stuff. Now, as you notice, I don't have a suit for protection, so it's going to make it a lot easier for me to get damaged. So I'm only going to do just a little bit right there. I'll show you some more points along the way, maybe, if I have time. But pretty much get the gist. You're looking for stuff, you kill stuff, you get extras that you don't have to craft, and that's going to make the game go a long way, because pretty much anything in the game you can get a zombie or one of those crates to drop or give it to you. Hunting, what can I say? It's just simple. Find the prey, point, shoot, kill. Once you've taken down an animal, simply pull out your hatchet, walk up to it, wait for it to say hatchet to gather. Then you just hatchet the living daylights out of it, and it's going to give you all kinds of little resources like raw chicken breast, cloth, and other things. Notice, as I've put up on the screen, what each category will give you. You have Predator, which will give you an extra item, which is blood, and all the rest will give you just cloth, raw chicken, and animal fat. Alright, so we're going to need some shelter, and then we're also going to need some protection, which is going to be our armor. So first things first, let's make some shelter. Alright, as you see, I've got plenty of wood. I'm going to go ahead and craft it. We're just going to set it right there. Alright, as you see, that's my little shelter. This is just temporary till you can build a better fortified system. It's something that you can build very quickly. It takes just 50 wood. We need us a door. Hopefully I've got enough wood for a door. Let me find it here. Wooden door, 30 wood. Let's craft it. Put my wood. Just click on it, move up, click E, and then you're in. Now, you're the only one that can open and close this door. We're going to go inside, and this is going to be our little safe spot so we can go and we can start crafting some essential items. We're going to go down to armor. Need a helmet. I'm going to craft it. Need a vest. Then you just drag and drop it over here. Go ahead and get some pants. Do the same thing. Got my pants. Go ahead and do our boots last, and then we're fully suited up. Alright, put the boots on last, and now this is the total right there. And now this is just the beginning. You can go up to rads, also Kevlar, and leather suits. Don't have those unlocked yet. Okay, now we're ready for camp essentials. We're going to need a campfire, furnace, and workbench. But here's what we're going to need. We're going to need to make sure that we've got enough resources to build everything. So what I'm going to do is run around, grab some resources, and then we're going to build these things. So here I am. I'm grabbing a few things, getting some wood real quick. Then I go run, grab some stone, and I gotta find me an animal. I think I'm gonna get me a deer, shoot it, and chop it up. Because what I'm gonna need is some animal fat, so I can make some low-grade fuel. And I'll explain what I use that for here in just a second. Now we have all the resources that we need. We're going to start with the campfire right there. It takes 5 wood. Let's go ahead and craft that. Alright, now that we have it, take it down, put it there, do number 4. There we go. We're just going to set it right there. Alright, and as you know, you just go right up to it. See, use, hit E, it'll light it. Hold down E to open it. Okay, now has 5 wood. That'll be enough for what we're doing right now. We're gonna split that, and then we can split that again. Put all 3 right there, and then wait about 5 minutes. It's not even gonna take that long, about a minute or so. You'll have some cooked meat up there, and we'll come back and check that out here in a second. Our workbench. Okay, we need wood and stone. We have that. We're just going to put a workbench right there. Alright, and now we're going to craft our furnace, but as you notice, we need 10 low-grade fuel. So here's low-grade fuel, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and craft 10 of those. And craft. Alright, go down to the furnace. Now we have everything necessary to craft this. Alright. Just put it right there. Open it up. We're going to put some wood in it. And then you can put your sulfur and your iron, and it'll go ahead and make your sulfur and also your iron ore that comes out. Same thing, just tap the E, hold E down to open or extinguish, and in a few minutes you'll have something, whatever you put in there will be in one of these blocks. Now you don't need to split these, it won't cook, it won't refine it any faster, so just put them in there like that and then it'll start popping it out. These are the byproducts of these three items here. Now the workbench. This is an important piece here because it's going to advance you in the game and give you items that you're going to be able to use that will make resource gathering faster. The workbench, you'll notice, you'll have down here on the side, workbench. As I walk away, that workbench disappears, but now it reappears. You have to keep the workbench on in order to craft certain items. The items that we're going to want to craft, a 9mm pistol. Alright, and you'll see it requires workbench. At this point you should already have a stone hatchet, and this right here will make gathering wood and stone much faster. If you're lucky and was able to get enough metal, you could make a metal hatchet which advances gathering even further. Here's a full list of items that you can craft in Rust. At this point in the game, you want to definitely make sure that you have gathered plenty of wood, stone, and also have hunted plenty. Now that we have the basics, shelter, armor, hatchet, campfire, furnace, and the workbench, and also raw resources, wood, stone, and animals, we can go to the more advanced part of the game's crafting. Alright, I'm going to go through some crafting items now. Some of the things that I haven't covered yet, and this is optional for you if you want to use them or not, and how you want to use them, it's going to be the torch, sleeping bag, and wood storage box. Now the wood torch I never really use, but maybe you find use for it at night, or at least comfort. It counts down, it starts at 250 seconds and counts down, so it doesn't really last that long, and that's why I find it unnecessary to even make any. But you may find it helpful, as you can put a flashlight attachment once you've unlocked it onto your weapons, and you can see right here that you have 4 little slots. This means 4 different attachments. Alright, the sleeping bag right here, I use this. We'll go ahead and craft one up, and I'll keep talking while I'm crafting. It allows you to spawn back at your campsite. Now there's a little glitch, or maybe this is how they programmed it. If you die back to back, a few minutes apart from each other, you spawn some random place on the map, not your camp. You lose all your items that were in your inventory that were on you, and you have to run back to claim them. This is something to keep in mind. Wood storage box found right here. That right there is a way that you can keep your items. So all these items we can put into our wood storage box to get it later. Now we need to put it in a safe spot, so putting it right here in the storage shed is an ideal spot because we can shut the door and no one else can get in. Alright, now the sleeping bag should be done. It is. So we're just going to drop it down here, tab out, go over, and just go ahead and put our sleeping bag just right there on the floor. Now something else, we're going to go ahead and craft us a wooden box because that's something else that I use. Alright, this is done. We're going to go ahead and put that down in number 2. Go in, and we'll just find a spot for us. Yeah, I may just have to shut the door. Alright, so shut the door, open up, and we can go ahead and start throwing some of our items that we want to put in there. We are going to want to start making weapons. That is going to be the first and foremost thing, is what you're going to want to make. So we go up here to crafting, go down, and make us a pistol. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and craft. Low quality metal. Alright, I need low quality metal, so we're going to have to go up here, and this is our metal fragments. Low quality metal takes metal fragments, of course, and I forget how many it said that we needed. I think it's 5. Let's craft 5 of them. Go down to our 9mm, and it was 5. So now I have 5 of my low quality metal. It'll take just a little bit. Then after that, we got to create ammo. Ammo in the game is the hardest thing to get because gunpowder. Gunpowder is really hard to get in the game to make. You find it on zombies faster than you can make it, really. So killing zombies is definitely the way to go because of the ammunition and the gunpowder that you can get. Not only zombies, but also gathering stuff from the boxes. Alright, 9mm done. So we can just drag it right on over to there. And the 9mm, it'll use these shells right here. So now we need to make 9mm ammo. What we need is metal fragments and gunpowder. So we can go ahead and click up and craft a few of those. Alright, in order to get gunpowder, you've got to get plenty of sulfur. So let's make gunpowder. Charcoal and sulfur. Start making a few, and then voila, make it up. There you go. Alright, now I'm not going to cover every item here because it's pretty self-explanatory. You know, it's going to tell you click on it, it's going to tell you how many of something that you need. Everything's sorted out by category. Survival, I've pretty much covered virtually everything in here so far, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Resources, these are the things that you have to make that make other things like gunpowder, wood planks, and explosives. By themselves they do nothing. You have to have it for something else. Medical, right now I can only do bandages, but if I need to get med kits researched, and then I'll have them as well. That's something very necessary. As soon as you're attacked, you start bleeding, you will bleed out, you will die if you don't have a bandage or a med kit. Ammo, you have to research, you know, a lot of your ammo. Like I've already researched shotgun shells. Okay, 9mm ammo comes default. Your weapons, same thing. Right here, here's something that I wanted to show you. Right here is a P250. As you see in my weapons, I do not have a P250. So I right click and then I study, and then it says you can now craft P250s. And you'll look down here, and P250 I now can craft. Those little blueprints you're definitely going to want to go around and find. There's a number of items that's how you use blueprints. Now you have to have paper in order to use the blueprint. Now here's something else. If I want to craft out to research, I need a research kit. Research kits allow me to make metal walls. As you see down here, I only have metal window, metal walls, but I do not have a metal doorway. Okay, so in order to get a metal doorway, drop this on top of this, and you can now make a metal doorway. Okay, so now I have a window, a wall, and a doorway. I have to find the item first before I can research it. So there again, there's a lot of scavenging, going around, looking in boxes, killing zombies to get additional items, research kits, blueprints. Once you're able to craft it, then you're always able to craft it, and your crafting abilities go up. Real quick, going to show you how to add attachments to your weapons. It's just a drag and drop feature. Drag and drop, and voila. Now I have laser and my halo sight. As you can see, I'm locked and loaded. A habit you may want to adapt is a configuration that I have down here at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can see the items that I carry. I've got my hatchet, my pistol, I've got an additional assault rifle, also have my pills for radiation, a med kit, and some food of some sort. I make runs all over the place, but I find it more effective to keep a certain path where the most resources are available. This over here is a high resource area. So I've spent a lot of time in this particular area because not only do I have zombies here, but I also have zombies just beyond those rocks right there. And over in this area there's some stragglers and there's plenty of food. Not only that, but there's a ton of boxes. And the only thing that I have to contend with is the radiation. And you can see, alternate, switch up, 5, med kit, 6, alright. Alright, now we are at a place where I like to run and gun. I'm gonna go gather some stuff. Blast me a whole bunch of zombies on the way. And as you can see, picking up some ammo. Like I told you, fastest way to pick up ammo is kill a zombie or get a crate. That's what I'm talking about. More ammo and a large crate. That'll hold 3 times what a normal crate will hold. You have a little drop down scroll menu on it. And as you can see there, it's just tons of goodies. Along the way you got little pests like bear, but they're good to make med kits out of because of the excessive amounts of blood that you get when you chop them up. Alright, we're going to build a little structure here real quick. I've already got all the items. Now this takes an enormous amount of time to get these wood items. Here we go. Click 6. This is going to be my foundation. So I'm just going to set one there. I'm only going to build a foundation of, let's say, 4. And you can see right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to number 4, which is my pillars. Now it's 4 pillars, need to be connected to all 4 corners. There's the center, there, not there, but there, and then one right there in the center. Alright, so let's go ahead and put in a set of stairs. So where do we want our stairs at? Oh, I'm missing a pillar. I'm going to put a pillar right there. Now put in our stairs. 5. As you can see, everything has to be in there correct. Now we are ready for ceiling. That should be number 1. So we go right upstairs and place our ceiling there, and there. Alright. Go back to number 4. There, and like so. So I think you're getting the picture. And you can build yourself a nice little tower, put walls on it. We can go ahead and build a number 5 and put another staircase right there. Now to move stuff, just scroll your mouse and you see how I can spin the way that I want it. That'll work with any of your objects. Okay, so now we'll just do number 3. Put that there. See, whenever I come over here I gotta spin it. Bingo. Now we want a window. Go number 2. So we can put that over there. Alright, and that's pretty much how you build a structure.